do you
Like,
think about a brand split in AEW?
mm,
See, this is okay. I have one thing to say before you answer. I don't think brand splits are bad.
they're
I
not
think
bad.
I think that they actually
They're not bad.
benefit companies as long as they do it the right way, because we've seen it with the drafts and stuff in the past in WWE. They would like jam pack Raw, and then SmackDown had like nobody on it, and it was like, okay, we get it, SmackDown's the B show to you. Like, you have every person that could possibly be a star in the company on one show. So like when you go about it that way, obviously that's wrong. But like when I would say that AEW is getting to a point, and we've talked about before, that their roster is getting very large. So you're not seeing people every single week because you can't. So it wouldn't be a bad idea if they did have, one like a show that was basically their Raw and a show that was basically their SmackDown, and then
Oh,
they just,
sorry.
had certain rosters for them. I don't think it's a bad idea.
It's not. You're completely right in that regard. However, they're so far away
Yeah.
from a brand split.
Yeah, I mean
With
they can't.
Collision's great and it does serve a purpose right now, but Collision is not on the level of Dynamite. Collision could one day be that, or maybe this. They have a new they oh, what's the word I'm looking for? They filed for a copyright for some word. I forget what the word is, but someone was telling me in the comments that could potentially be their SmackDown per se. But
Okay.
for right now, Collision to me is just for the superstars that deserve TV time, but just aren't getting it with Dynamite because of where they are in their stories and whatnot. But it is good, and they're not there yet. Like
Do
they're
you
just not.
wonder how something that I think is kind of interesting to consider when talking about this is how different Collision might be had shit not hit the fan.
Oh
If
yeah,
CM Punk never left, if CM Punk was the overseer of Collision, basically the way that we were told he was going to be, like, where would Collision be in November of 2024 if none of that happened and he was still there? Like, obviously the landscape of WWE would be different too, because they wouldn't have Punk, and who knows what would be going on with Drew McIntyre and whatever. But I kind of wonder if maybe Collision would be in a better spot if it didn't have such a terrible beginning, because of all the
yeah.
chaos and stuff like that. Like, that's interesting to contemplate how different they might be right now.
It would be very different. It would be a very different landscape
Yeah.
if that didn't happen. Uh,
Oh, see, this is exactly what I was just saying. There was going to do a brand split until Punk left. Yeah. So, and I would say he's never coming back. Ever coming back. He's kind of made his feelings known about WWE and how he loves AEW. I don't even think that he would come back for like, I don't, if they put the Shield in the Hall of Fame, I don't even know that he would be there.
oh, he'd come back for that. He would come
I
back for
don't
that.
know.
That's where I see him come back. It's my only way I see John Moxley ever stepping foot in WWE again.
It's possible, but it also depends on how he views the Hall of Fame, because,
And if Tony Khan would even let him.
yeah. But we know how Jericho feels about the Hall of Fame. So it's possible that he feels the same way. It's like, oh, it's not even real. Like, there's not even a building, blah, blah, blah.